One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Grab control with a soul like clothing, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't even want to brag.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Faking the give, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Darnold. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Seattle.
Darnold now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Seahawks, first down.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. Down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Shamar Turner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Darnold. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. And that's Grady Jarrett, who forced his way through to register the sack. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Williams. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That's good for another Chicago Bears. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Bears buffer! Bears buffer!
To the air, Williams. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Seahawks nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Darnold wants to change it up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open there. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
To throw, it's Williams. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
To the air once more, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle and held into an okay game.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Whiskey. Ready, slip. Call 32.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Darnold. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Darnold. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. 46 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Working out of the gun, Williams. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
Williams will get this out wide to Odunze. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On play action, here's Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw once more, here's Williams. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore from 19 yards away. And the Bears have retaken a third quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Now Darnold. Ball in the middle, complete. It's Horton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
Off the play action, Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
It's a gain of
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing again is Darnold. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead. That could be in for an interesting 2nd half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for us Chicago Bears.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Williams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the Bears first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Here's Williams. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
This will be caught at about the 6. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
2nd down, goal to go. Swift. He is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw. And they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it. I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Here now, 2nd and goal.
32,
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. So they're able to throw it in